Hello again. Well, I've been looking at these for a while and I finally got one. And this is a job lot of LPs. And I got this from a bloke off eBay and he sold about 1,000 of them or more, and they tend to get pretty good reviews. And the idea is that, you know, you've no idea what you're getting. And it's a bit like when I was a kid, I used to collect stamps. And I still know a bloke who does this. And you'd send off for a kilogram or a sort of pound of stamps, and you get a lot. And the idea is that no one sort of looked at them, so you might get, you know, some early penny black, or, you know, you might just get a kilogram of bog standard second class. So thinking about, you know, what might be the analogies to this, you know, maybe in here there's a first pressing of a Beatles album, or well, I was trying to think what the sort of the you know, the worst thing gets. I suppose that what I really wouldn't like is I don't know if you remember this, but Woolworths used to do these collections of Top of the Pops LPs. If you're not from Britain, you know, Top of the Pops was the main music program on BBC, and it was watched by, you know, millions and millions of people each week. And what apparently happens is they didn't bother to trademark the name. So another company, I think it was Hallmark Records, you know, made these Top of the Pops LPs, which I thought were related to the program, but weren't. And what they were is that they'd get cover bands to sort of cover the songs in the charts, and they always had some picture of a bikini clad model on the front who was sort of, you know, disco dancing. And I remember the first time I bought one, I must have been about 13, and I went into Woolworths looking for you know, a single or something, and I thought, well, you know, I could pay 50p for a single, or I could pay 99p and have the entire top 20, because one of the things about them is that they're very quickly produced. And I remember getting it home and thinking, oh, this is a bit rubbish. I mean, some of them were okay, but some of them were not. Of course, the problem is, you see, that's such a quick turnover. So I think if they produce something like one every month or 6 weeks or something, so, you know, from the start to the finish of recording and producing it, it didn't leave much room. So, you know, I don't know how long they had to practice and rehearse and work out what they were going to do, but it wasn't a great time. So, but, you know, particularly, you know, some sings at a time took ages to record. I think Roy Wood was famous for this, and Wizard. They'd spend, you know, months recording a single or something, and then, you know, the Top of the Pops people would do some in about 2 days. Anyway, so let's see what we've got. Well, it seems fairly well packed, because in here it's wrapped up in cardboard. Let's go through this and see what we've got. Okay, there are indeed 10 LPs, some of which are in plastic and some which aren't. So I've got ABBA Super Trooper. Well, the sleeve isn't great condition, that doesn't look too bad. The Very Best of Leo Sayer, Shakin' Stevens. Oh, good Lord. What's this? Dance With Me by Tony Evans. Tony Evans Orchestra and Singers. Probably wouldn't have bought that one. James Last Classics with a reclining woman being looked at by possibly Michelangelo David, maybe not. Anyway, that seems quite creepy to me. The Cliff Adams Singers sings Something Simple. A Wings Greatest, oh, that's good. Bridge Over Troubled Water, already got that. Jason Donovan, Going Straight to a Charity Shop. Oh, darts. I I used to love darts as a kid. They were kind of a sort of an old-fashioned doo-wop band that were quite popular. Eric Robinson's Family Classics. Kenneth McKellar. Now he was a kind of Scottish sort of tenor, I remember. You'd find him on sort of, you know, programs by Dana. Not sure what that is. BND, Here I Go Again. Get Dancing, 20 original hits. Jeff Love's Big Disco. Petula Clark, like that one. Kenny Rogers Christmas. Gilbert O'Sullivan and Johnny Mathis. So out of those, I would probably have bought maybe 3 or 4 of them. So I shall. So next thing I'll do is I'll go and clean them up and see what they sound like. Whether I'd buy it again, possibly doubt it, but never mind. The charity shops might do well with some of them. Thanks for watching.